Free will versus determinism. Are we free? Do we get to decide what the future is? My personal answer, no. Free will is a garbage, inherently nonsensical concept which we've had philosophers for the last couple hundred years desperately tried to redefine over and over and over again to try and make it somehow compatible with reality. Look, I'm not saying you don't make choices or that you don't experience being free to choose. I made the choice to make this video. I feel free, I get it. But just because something feels true doesn't mean it is. You and I make choices every day for reasons we didn't choose and we don't control. If you were free, why would you ever make the wrong decision? Your body is made of stuff. And stuff obeys deterministic causal laws, the laws of physics, which means that so do you. If you lose a particular part of your brain, you lose the functionality associated with it. If we replaced every part of your brain with someone else's, you would be someone else. Why? Because we are our brains, we are our bodies, and they're physical things. And physical things obey laws. Look, if you believe in free will, I'm ready to be convinced. Where is it hiding? Is it in the brain? Where? Where is it? But wait, I hear you cry. Quantum physics is indeterministic. It functions with probabilities, which means we're free? Firstly, depends on your interpretation of quantum physics. Many of them are deterministic. Secondly, there is speculation around whether consciousness is a quantum phenomena, but there's no hard evidence. But even if it turned out that the future is not determined because of quantum physics, and that consciousness is a quantum phenomena, that wouldn't give you free will. That would just mean that you are random, and random isn't free. If consciousness really relies on quantum randomness, that means every time you make a decision, that's like a quantum coin toss as to which way you'll go. Try flipping a coin for every decision you ever make. You won't feel free, trust me. Now why does this matter? Why does this annoy me so much? Because so much of our society and systems of living are predicated on the idea that people could have done otherwise. Big example, the justice system. Rehabilitation always takes a backseat to retribution, because the punishment of criminals is the right thing to do because they chose to do the wrong thing. Maybe they made that choice, but that was because of their brain structure, which they didn't choose, or their upbringing, which they didn't choose, or their genetics, which they didn't choose. Look, on an emotional level, I get it. I want my enemies to suffer, but rationally, I know that punishment for punishment's sake alone makes no sense whatsoever. Punishment that serves rehabilitation, or protection, or even deterrent, maybe there's an argument there. But because free will doesn't exist, moral retribution can go out the window. Another one, the economic idea that people should pull themselves up by their bootstraps and everyone's free to innovate and work harder. What if they literally don't have the ability to do that? Suddenly our economic system seems a lot crueler, doesn't it? Now, does this mean we should stop trying to make ourselves better or society better? No, these are good ideas and useful for our subjective illusions. It just means that whatever's going to happen was going to happen anyway. Look, at the end of the day, there's overwhelming evidence that the decisions you make were born by the factors of your genetics and your upbringing, neither of which you control. Even if you do believe in free will, there's like a tiny margin, like we're not free to do a lot, surely, right? So if we can agree that almost everything you do is determined, if not everything, but like whatever, then why doesn't it affect more of how we do everything? But hey, if you disagree, I can't blame you. You are always going to.